Hello, and welcome to my tactical guide for Supremus. For this boss fight, you'll want 3 tanks and 7 healers. He has 2 phases. He will start in his tank and spank phase, and this will last for 1 minute. He has 2 abilities during this phase, the first of which is Hurtful Strike. Because of this ability, you will need 2 off tanks. The off tanks will need to build up threat, but they will also have to have a lot of health. It is not known whether this ability is cast on the person with the second most threat or the second most health, but is believed to be a combination. So, melee DPS should try to have low health. They can do this by clicking off Fortitude, and also they can go into the blue flames and take a few ticks of it to get their health low. However, you'll have to make sure your healers know not to heal you. His second ability is, like I said, the blue flame. I can't recall the exact name, however, it is extremely easy just to dodge it and stay out of it. It will follow a player for a short duration and then stop. His second phase, which is shown right now, is his Kite Phase. This will also last for 1 minute. He will randomly target a player and chase after them. Your run speed is faster than his run speed, so it is easy to stay away from him. Melee DPS should stay away from him during this time, however tanks should follow him. Range DPS can DPS him during this time. However, you should not DPS if it is causing you to die. His only ability besides his kiting in this phase is Volcano. It's a high damage ability which often wipes the raid because it will kill your members fairly easily. Volcanoes are something he casts on a player. It has about a 7-yard radius, and you must quickly get out of it. If this ticks on you for 2 or 3 times, it will kill you. This is why, when you're following him and you're ranged DPS, you don't want to clump up. If a volcano is cast on someone that you're running towards, and you run through the entire volcano, you will most likely die. It is fire damage, so mages can use their fire wards. Paladins can bubble, and that's it. He has a 15 or 14 minute enrage timer, which is laughable. You will probably never reach the enrage timer. Before that happens, either he will die or the majority of your raid will die. When he switches between phases, make sure not to have any dots on him or any hots up. Tanks need to quickly pick him up when he gets into the tank and spank phase. He has an extremely large hitbox, so melee and tanks should try to DPS him from the outer edge so that they are within range of the healers. Because if you try to heal someone from the other side of the boss, you will actually be standing within his hitbox. It's so large. That's it for the boss fight. It's pretty easy as long as you learn to stay alive. That's all this boss fight is. Just learning to stay alive and stay out of volcanoes. One last note about the Kite Phase. While you're kiting him, simply run away. If you bubble or ice block, for a moment he will target the person with the second most threat until he targets a new player to kite him. So, if you have the most threat, do not stand within his melee hitbox, because if the kiter bubbles or does anything to drop aggro or threat, then he will turn around and one-shot you. Like I said, stay alive and you win. Good luck and have fun on Supremus.